How are 9-year-old kids starting companies and inspiring millions to follow their lead? Why has BlackRock, a leading investment company with $6 trillion in assets, committed itself to only investing in brands that do well for our world? Why has the United Nations decided that business and not governments have more potential to create prosperity and wealth? Why is celebrity actor Forrest Whitaker involved in peacekeeping in Sudan? Why are the biggest business opportunities now to be found in solving social problems? And how can you, wherever you are, think global and act local? Is it possible to start a successful business without first going to business school, but instead grow a profitable idea by carefully observing the needs of society around you? Join me, Grant Schreiber, as I speak to the world's business leaders, celebrities and entrepreneurs to find out.
I'm Grant Schreiber of Real Leaders magazine, and I'm here talking to Ndaba Mandela, Nelson Mandela's grandson. I'm Grant Schreiber, the editor of Real Leaders magazine. I'm here with Anne Young Lee, who's the CEO of the Haitian Relief Organization. I'm Grant Schreiber of Real Leaders magazine, and today I'm speaking to the vice president of, the vice mayor rather, of Athens, Lefteris Papagiaconis, who is in charge of the migration and refugee issue in Greece.
For the past 12 years, I've sought out and spoken to people of significance, people who have created extraordinary things and demonstrated a new kind of leadership, one that says yes to difficult challenges and no to things that are not aligned with their values. They have shown that new ideas and business opportunities can indeed come about by tuning into the social problems you see around you. I have spoken to Mark Doolard, a Dutch citizen who witnessed a mother grieving for her dead child in Africa. He met with Mikhail Gorbachev and started the International Peace Prize for Children. I have met Ahmad Hassim, who lost his leg to a great white shark. Instead of fearing the ocean, he became a UN Oceans Ambassador to help save the very animal that took his leg. Forrest Whitaker told me that the compassion he learned from his mother has directly influenced the peacekeeping projects he runs in Sudan. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, a company with $6 trillion in assets under management, has said that companies must have a social purpose as a core focus of their business. Subscribing to these values is hard work, and you have to live it. It's not a handy formula that your marketing team dreams up that you can conveniently overlay on an existing business plan. Consumers are not fooled anymore and will increasingly say companies, brands and services unless they feel that a product or service is somehow helping to change the world. How many people know what sustainability and ethical business means? Many of you are probably doing it already. Sustainability, social awareness and ethical business is crucial today for the well-being of people, profit and planet. This involves ecological, economic, political and cultural. The dictionary description of sustainability means maintain, support and endure. It's not a new idea at all. In caveman times, when food was used up, you didn't eat. If you didn't plan for winter, you froze. If you didn't come up with a plan to protect yourself from wild animals, you died. But then this happened. Millions of brands came along and said, "Don't worry, we'll do all the thinking for you." Today, we've let brands and companies decide for us what we eat, drive, watch, drink, and what we do for entertainment. But commercialization and marketing has removed us from the decision-making process. We've also trusted them to do the right thing, to look after our health and the well-being of our planet. It's now time for ordinary people to take their power back and decide what brands they will interact with based on their commitment to sustainability and what social good they are going to do in the world. A critical question to ask yourself at this point is, am I one of these brands? For business, it's very important to see the bigger picture and not just see what we see around us directly in our neighborhoods, cities, states, or country. The big question has always been how you translate these ideas into business action. Today we have benefit corporations and even the United Nations launching a special division just for business. The Sustainable Development Goals cater for every business, project and organization. I was at the United Nations Global Compact in New York in 2017, and for the first time the General Assembly Hall was filled with business people, not just politicians. It was a turning point that demonstrated that business has as much power, if not more, to create positive change in the world. Here's an example. Howard Schultz is the man behind one of the largest and most successful coffee companies in the world. He started off poor and created a $3 billion fortune, as well as more than 300,000 jobs. Ironically, it wasn't good coffee that made Starbucks. It was human nature. Recognizing that people are social beings and simply wanted a great place to hang out. Another great example is the Cousteau family. It's amazing how the choices you make affect the next generation. It's a way of keeping your values going well into the future. What will you be remembered for one day? Renowned ocean explorer Jacques Cousteau has influenced his son and both grandchildren to raise awareness around our oceans and become ambassadors for good. They have attracted world leaders, corporations, and influential figures to their work by doing so. This is no longer about charity or philanthropy anymore, but about joining millions of individuals, organizations, and businesses around the world in doing what's right. I hope the examples I've given you spark some new ideas. Rather, see the bad things around you as opportunities. Don't look at a situation as a problem. See it as an opportunity. My new definition of a millionaire is not how much money you have in the bank, but rather the fact that you've helped change 1 million lives.